So this is Auto Club Speedway. I just wanted to show you guys some pieces of my experience. It was a great time. This was last week. I went out here with my friend RP, and I did California Superbike School for 2 days, level 1 and 2. A few weeks prior, was my only experience prior to this. You can see the U-Haul there in the trailer that I took. I learned from last experience. In case I crash, I got gas in there. I can tow the bike away. So we're getting a little better. This facility was just much more, how do I say, professional. There's RP right there. He's getting on his rental Gixxer 600. Okay. That guy's holding it because it has no kickstand on it. It's just all sort of raced out, stripped down. It's got a wheel chock. This is his first time on a sport bike, by the way. So that's pretty impressive. You'll see him flying around that track pretty good. I think this bodes well for the future and future speeds on his behalf. So yeah, this Auto Club Speedway, you can see this building next to me. They have these open garages where you can just pull in and set up camp for the day. You just find a space, pull your bike in there, bring your food, bring a chair. We did the course, the level 1 course. Now level 1 means that you go through a certain speed. You're not super fast. You're not going around the track regularly below a certain time. And also level 1 applies to the people that are out here for the first time, that are in the training school that is like half a day. And so we were doing the training part that day. This is the first ride after the training rides, which mainly involve people following you and you following other people and getting feedback, etc. So this video isn't meant to communicate fast, impressive riding. There's plenty of examples out there of fast and impressive riding. This video is meant to show some people that have the S1000R or any bike that a newer rider, I've only been riding for 2 years, this is my 3rd time at the track, can just get out there and should get out there. And so anyone who wants to see impressive riding, you have plenty of places to go. Anyone who wants to see a newer person deal with the track environment and have fun at the track environment, then there may be aspects to this video that you'll enjoy. But we're just lining up. As you can see, it's a pretty simple process. You come in, you pay, you are given times you get out there, and you relax in between those times, and the time comes you line up. And this guy tells you to go, and you go at it. The guy in front of me is on an FZ09. You can see he wheeled out of there pretty easily. His reputation certainly precedes him. So it just rained prior to this. It didn't rain much, but it left the ground damp, I would say, at most. So it's taking a little easy to feel it out in that first lap. I skipped over to the straight after the first lap. This is part of that NASCAR oval. It's pretty long, soaring on 1,000cc super bike, it can hit speeds well over 180 on that straight, probably much higher. I was getting around 140 on that straight. I wasn't maximizing the bike, it slid more in it. One thing you have to learn is how to enter corners with higher RPMs and how to stay in the power band when you're actually trying to hit these high speeds, because it's not something you're used to doing on the road. I mean, you top out one gear on the road and you're 3 times over the speed limit. But in this environment, you have to obviously change your riding. So it's part of the process, learning how to change your throttle control, learning how to stay in the power band more often than not. Really getting down your braking zones and working out what apex works best, not only for that turn, but for a good setup for the next corner. So it's a lot of fun to play with. Auto Club Speedway has a lot of mixed type of situations too. You have except for elevation changes. There aren't really any elevation changes, which is unfortunate, but you have some chicanes, you have some really tight corners, you have some sweeping corners, you have a couple of fast straights, so it's got a little bit of everything. And it's a fairly long course too, long enough, and I had a great time. If I had to pick between this and Streets of Willow, I would probably pick this track, but I'm going to be honest, you get a wide swath of pavement and you know, you get a fun bike out there, it doesn't really matter. I mean, all the facilities here are nice, all the bathrooms and the covered garages you can go in and everything else, but the bottom line is you're basically here for the tarmac. It's pretty thrilling to realize that your skill is your limitation and not the environment or the unknown. Because it's really frustrating on the street. You really can't utilize a bike like this. At least I can't. It's very well on the street, but on the track it's a different story. So please note this is a S1000 single R. It's a standard package, meaning no dynamic pro. It's just got rain and wet modes. No electronic suspension. It's got compression and rebound on the front, rebound in the back, and preload on the back. That's it. And I tweaked my settings a little bit, stiffened it up a little bit for the track, but I'm still my own biggest limitation, not the bike. So you can take it pretty far in stock setup.
Someone down, huh? You saw it go down? Really?
You can see in my last run there, that last corner before the video cut.
Wow. I don't know what happened. I wasn't paying attention, but all of a sudden smoke and then bike flipped, and the guy is fine. I mean, he got up. I saw him on his knees, so I know that he wasn't like out or anything. But the bike flipped. I think it's wrecked. Oh shit.
It was a fast corner. You had to brake hard going into it.
Maybe it was a
double
skid.
apex.
It's a fast corner.
It was right between turn 5, 6.
Yep.
So he's probably braking to go into it, or somebody cut him off, something like that.
I've destabilized a few times.
The guy was okay though, thankfully.
Double apex is the hardest, man.
Yeah.
But it was on the straight starting into it, not like it's after.
Yeah, it may have been a braking issue.
But the track, you take your own risks, you know. You
sucks, man.
ride really hard and you push it, things are going to happen. But you don't have to ride that way. You can ride pretty conservative and keep your fall risk pretty low. So this is another timeout. I got RP in front of me. Once again, first time on a track, first time on a sport bike. Pretty damn impressive. I think you'll be seeing us on the track again in the future. And we're both new to it, so it's good for any of you new guys out there seeing how we develop and maybe knowing what to expect. But we're just having an incredible amount of fun, in case it's not obvious. You know, it's meditation in a way, because you really can't think of anything else. I mean, if you have things that are bothering you, believe me, they will disappear when you're out here, because there's no room for anything else. There's no red lights to sit and ponder your problems. I mean, you just keep moving. In case you haven't noticed, the camera's strapped to my chest. This is the last time that's going to happen. The camera's moving around a lot, and it's also hitting the tank as I get low. And frankly, it's pointing down most of the time, so the helmet is certainly a better spot. RP has some footage on his helmet that I'll post so you can see the track a little better. There he is on my left side right there on that straight. He's on a 600, mind you. I'm on my bike. I just barely get ahead of him. and I was so close, I didn't want to chop his front wheel, so I just went out of bounds to keep a good 10-15 feet apart from us. So it's fun, but yeah, it's not worth the fall. Anyone who pulls that and knocks someone else over deserves a punch in the face, and well, I didn't want to get punched, so act accordingly. So I'll just let the rest of the footage speak for itself if you want to just watch the riding. And I'll have other videos coming out soon. Like I said, I might post up some of RP's footage so you can see the course a little better from his helmet point of view. And you might be able to see the S1000 from his perspective as well, which some of you might like, especially if you own the bike. It's kind of cool to see it on the road from a third-person perspective or on the track. So if we have any of that good footage, then we'll put it up there and let some of you enjoy it. I think that was a multi-strata. That thing was certainly Ducati. You can hear it. This guy was just faster than me. And he had some good low-end torque there, too. Strong work. You notice in that straightaway, I was doing like 70, so I was like, I gotta get you from behind.
For me.
Yeah, to get.
I know you were.
Oh, you were flying.
160.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa, I didn't get that.
160.
I didn't come close to that.
160. Yeah, you were. At one point, you were 140 something for
My
sure.
speedo maybe, but yeah, that was crazy. You get up there over there. But yeah, corners were going really good for you.
Getting there.
Yeah,
getting there,
you're tucking in really well.
No, I think the bike has a lot more potential than I can give it.